Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have Higer Aquatic Plant Trace Element Supplement. And basically this has calcium, magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, iron, manganese, zinc, and boron, and a whole bunch of other little trace supplements. And if you can tell, my planted aquarium is kind of sparse just because I had some extended business travel and I had this aquatic weed basically just kind of go through my tank, and I basically had to give it one heck of a haircut. So anyway, these are plants that I'm gonna keep. I still have some more cleaning and stuff to do, but in conjunction with CO2 fertilization, I'm gonna use the trace minerals to basically just help all these plants be as healthy as they can. So pretty neat. It comes with a measuring cup on it. So you have your 5, 10, 15, and 20. And this is basically 10 mil per 10 gallons. So basically on this tank, this is a 50-gallon corner tank. So I am going to use 2 cups and a half. So based on those markers on that. But anyway, so it's pretty easy to use. It does come foil sealed. So I've already used this already. So you want to have it go for at least once a week on that dosage. And I'm going to fill up to that 20 mil line. And I always shake the bottle pretty good. So you can see how it goes into the tank. So that's the one. That's 2, so that's covering 40 gallons in the tank. And then I'm going to fill it up to that 10 millimeter mark to get me to what I need for the 50-gallon tank. And then that's all you do. Put your cap back on the bottle, make sure it's secure. And then I like to just kind of like rinse the cup out in the aquarium a little bit. And then that goes onto my shelf. But anyway, okay, so here is the close-up of everything. And I gotta clean the tank glass off on the inside. But just some close-up views of what the before looks like, or actually I should say after the cleanup, but before we start adding the fertilizer. Okay, so this is week 2. So you can see how these plants have basically kind of come back to life. And I kind of left this without cleaning it just to see what kind of job the snails will do. And you can see the Amazon sword there in the middle is definitely got some new growth going to it. And then some of these plants here in the background. But anyway, so that's week 2. All right, and this is 3 weeks. And you can see a lot of the brown is gone. And Amazon plant has a lot of new growth. So yeah, so far so good. Okay, so this is week 4 of the Higer Aquatic Plant Trace Elements Supplement. And I mean, you can see a dramatic difference in that Amazon sword right there in the middle. The growth on that kind of basically exploded. And then all these other little plants, all like the real ugly brown stuff, is gone. This little forest foreground, it definitely has sprung into some new growth patterns. But yeah, I was really surprised. And around the back, you can kind of see some new growth back there as well. Yeah, the snails haven't been keeping pace with some of the new algae growth, but that's fine. They'll get that under control in no time, especially I got a bunch of shrimp that are swimming around in there that will take care of that. Yeah, but absolutely fantastic results. Super stoked about how this is going to continue to grow in the weeks to come. Always make sure that you have enough lighting is definitely a magic key to some plant growth as well. And some CO2 fertilization definitely helps, but it's nice to get some nice healthy plant growth when they're given the proper trace minerals. So that is absolutely great. Anyway, Brian from Groucho Mahal, thanks for watching, and be safe out there.